Y'all see what time it is, man. It's a go for sure over here, man. It's a go, it's a go, it's a go. It's a go, it's a go, it's a go, man. We back on this Nolan Wells case, man. This video right here is about Katie, which was the female that was dealing with Nolan, and then Bart, which was the drug supplier, the drink supplier, supplying all these drinks and stuff to underage kids. You feel me? Um, who can't go out and buy their own drink, so he's supplying it. You know. Um, Kate and Bart were supposedly together. They were dating or they were messing around, doing whatever they was doing. So my boy Big Kish about to get into this, man. We never know. They might have been a part of this. They may big Katie and Bart may have planned this. Let's see.
The plot thickens in the Nolan Wells case, y'all. And of course, everything is all alleged. Now, it's been alleged that Katie and Bart had a thing going on. And Bart wasn't just there to celebrate the 4th of July. Bart was there to put an end to that shit that Nolan had going on with Katie. And this is why they lined Nolan up, allegedly. Also, there's a smear campaign going on, saying that Nolan was drunk out of his mind, spewing all types of hatred towards Nolan, with no proof of nothing. Then they had a nerve to say, yeah, there's 2 people who came out to say that Nolan was on the island after the friends had left. 2 people out of about 400 to 500 people, and they know the exact time. Now, if you ask me what time was what 15 days ago, I am not going to be able to tell you that time unless it's a doctor's appointment or something like that. But just understand, people do get paid to say things, allegedly. Check this out, y'all.
Has the motive for the mysterious death of Nolan Wells just been revealed on social media?
Walking in the opposite direction towards my boat, and I dabbed Nolan up. I made a slick comment about something, actually about the girl that he was with. I made a slick comment to him.
So he made a slick comment about the girl Nolan was with. Now, we all know the girl Nolan was with on Horn Island was Katie, right? Introducing.
Whoa. We don't know her. We don't know Katie. We don't know who Katie is. How you don't know her? Oh, you don't know her. Now you don't know her because you done took Nolan out. Because you want Katie back because you see Katie with Nolan. Okay.
This is Katie. And guess who the gentleman is over there?
Wow. Now we still gonna keep it all alleged because I was looking at the tattoo. Maybe she got the tattoo after this. But she's in a picture with Bart, y'all.
That is Bart Edmiston. This is the same Bart whose identity was almost hidden from all of us because Warren went on to Officer Race Batum Tatum's channel and he kept saying, my buddy, this, my buddy. And we all like, who is my buddy? And one time he slipped and said Bart's name. But the buddy he was referring to was Bart. And that's Bart. So Bart and Katie were a thing? Huh? Now, for those of you all who don't know, Bart Edmiston plays football. And one thing about Mississippi, honey, I'm from Mississippi. Mississippi loves football. Anybody that plays football, especially from a small town, they are a big daggum deal. And if anything go down in a small town with a football player and he white, honey, the whole town is going to rally around to try to hide things. Is that what they doing in the Nolan Wells case? Everybody know what happened? Maybe Bart was jealous because Nolan was with his ex-girlfriend. Maybe they were a thing at one time.
I wonder, did Nolan know that? Did Bart tell him that? Like, hey, that's my ex? Or did Nolan already know? Like, what the... Because I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm talking to a chick or I just met her and my homeboy like, yeah, that's my ex. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to talk to her no more. You can have... Yeah, this is dead. It's dead. Especially if I know this is my man, this is my guy. Like, I don't even. There's no need for you to even be around. It's not.
Now we know Bart Edmondson Jr. plays football at the University at Wyoming. He's 22 years old and he is from Ocean Springs. Now we know Katie McCormick, she's 19 years old and she's from Ocean Springs as well. Bart was a big daggum deal. Now, although we all know that Nolan Wells was expected to go to a D1 school to play football, he wasn't at the status of Bart yet. Bart was already there. So, and not to mention, Nolan is black, Katie is white. Who do you think the friends are going to side with? Even his friend, whom Christine Wansley stated, she didn't even know that Sebastian was a best friend. Even he said he made a slick comment. Was the slick comment that, oh, you know that's Bart's girl? Was Katie Bart's longtime girlfriend? And he came back. Maybe that's why they was trying to keep it a secret, because something nefarious went on that boat, because Bart family has allegedly a home off the waters. It would have taken him no time to get to Ocean Springs. Maybe somebody called Bart and told him, hey, you know, Nolan is with your girl. And he got on that boat and hopped on down there to Horn Island. Or maybe just because it is a big deal to go to Horn Island for the 4th of July. Everybody and their mama was on Horn Island. And he came down for the 4th from Wyoming. Matter of fact, they out of school anyway. He probably was getting ready to go back to football camp. He probably been in Horn Island, Ocean Springs the whole time anyway, rekindling with Katie. Anyway, it's one thing about social media. Social media will not be undefeated, and baby, we got internet sleuths everywhere. Listen, all I have to say is justice for Nolan Wells, and everybody who's coming out doing their research, don't stop. Keep your foot on the state of Mississippi, because baby, they will hide, they will sneak, and they will lie here in the state of Mississippi just to keep the truth from coming out. Anyway, drop down in the comment area. Let me know what you think.
Shout out to her, but Shawty, get up out of Mississippi. Get up out of there, man.
And hear it here first. Well, Kimmy's world.
Matter of fact, stay there. Put your foot down. Let's go.
Is your world.
Shout out to that sister right there, because all these smear campaigns going on, I've been thinking to myself, this is not even our fight. These people don't know who the hell they going to war against. They going to get war against God. But if anybody know the Bible, this is how God operates. He could build somebody's pride up just to knock them down and to show his power. That's how he do. These people in Mississippi are so prideful. They feel like they can get away with things, look in our face and say, nah, we didn't do that. Like we don't see y'all. There's something, a very important clue that we missed. I read it, but I didn't quite put it together. Watch this, y'all. So one day last week, I read this, but I never put this together. So this is about Sheriff John Ledbetter. Yeah, you know the guy who came out and said, I don't suspect foul play when he seen Nolan's body. Well, I want y'all to scroll all the way down to the bottom. John is an active and involved community leader, a former chairman of the Gulf Regional Planning Commission in Biloxi, Mississippi. So this just giving his background, right? So when you scroll all the way down here, it says, notably, in 2019, John graduated from the 275th session of the FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia, y'all. So when we say these people are well connected, they are well connected. So what makes you think that he don't have a buddy in the FBI? Let's continue. Next up, we got my girl Tisa Tells. Y'all know how Tisa give it up. She don't play no games. Check it out, y'all.
You guys, we have to get into this. We believe we have motive. We believe we have location, and we believe we had what really happened. And we are going to use Warren and Trayvon's own interviews along with some thought they were deleted Facebook posts and get into this. And I think this is the real reason why they all deactivated their social media accounts, because they didn't want us to know the history. The history of what? The history that Katie was Bart's girl. Who is Bart? Bart is Bart Edmonton Jr. He is a promising NFL player. Well, he's a future NFL player. Comes from a legacy line of football players. His family, his grandfather, his dad are big dogs down in Ocean Springs. And what's more, Katie was Bart's girl, Bart Edmonton Jr., and it is unclear on whether she was still his girl. Now, let's not forget, let's put everything in order. Bart Edmonton Jr., no, when Warren was giving the interview, he kept saying, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. He only slipped up one time and said Bart's name. Now, the Marine Resource Division of Jackson County literally slipped up and gave out a Freedom of Information request. It actually gave us the audio, but what's more important, it gave the name of the person that reported Nolan missing.
And the person that was named on that was Bart, y'all.
Wait, their story is falling apart, and I'm talking about Nolan Wells' friends. Now, since everybody has heard the rescue call and can hear some about Nolan being dead in the background, they are releasing all type of stuff. Now, this is supposed to be footage of them getting the boat towed. They say Nolan isn't on there, but guess who is on there? I'm going to tell you in a second, a key person in this investigation. Now, what role is TMZ playing in all this? Because after that rescue call, now they talking about Nolan Wells was drinking heavily and partying with friends, and that's what caused. And they've even said, oh, it's witnesses saying they seen him at 6. Where were these witnesses at all this time? And then they try to drop this footage of the boat or picture of the boat, and they don't understand. The internet is saying, guess who is on there?
Katie on there?
But I do tell you one thing.
Is Katie on the boat?
They said got 2 witnesses that claim Nolan was on the island after his friends left the boat. I don't trust these witnesses. And why am I going to trust some unidentified random ass witnesses when I could trust my ears are telling me I'm hearing them screaming about Nolan? This whole case is falling apart and these fuckers are lying. They are saying that this is Katie.
They are fighting tooth and nail trying to get that boy Bart to the NFL. But I don't think it's going to work, y'all, because they are going up against the whole damn internet. They think they could beat the internet. The internet consists of the whole damn world. The Africans is on it. The Jamaicans is on it. Everybody is on it, including y'all own people is on it.
Check something out for a second. I want y'all to bear with me, because we're going to break down something that Officer Tatum said. He said that this is a picture of the guys being towed. I want y'all to pay attention. Look at everybody closely. Everybody closely.
We laugh at this
and I'm going to show you the picture of the back of the boat. Pay attention to their clothes, what they're wearing. Now, we're going to take a look at Nolan's friends that he went out there with, because this is supposed to be them. Does any of those guys on that towboat look like any of the so-called friends? Does anybody look the same?
They threw that out there so our attention can be over there. But we ain't gonna spend no more time on that shit. Check this out, y'all.
I find it interesting that they're releasing evidence or sharing evidence in the Nolan Wells case for several reasons, but most importantly, because the district attorney, Angel, just said this to us about why we don't have answers or any evidence in the case of Nolan Wells.
I also understand that many people have questions about why more information has not been released publicly. In Mississippi, the rules of professional conduct restrict the information a prosecutor can release during an investigation. Our restraint in communicating facts and evidence is not an effort to keep the truth from the public. It is an effort.
If y'all can look at her eyes, it looked like she's reading off of a prompt, y'all, allegedly.
To protect the integrity of this investigation and the grand jury proceeding.
Now, all of a sudden, people who are close to investigators are hearing directly from investigators and local officials that Nolan Wells was seen at least 6 p.m. on the island. And who is it coming from? Who are the people that are telling us this? And now all of a sudden, they're saying that he was extremely intoxicated. Well, there's 2 things wrong with that. Number one is that his friend Warren got on here and told us directly that Nolan was fine. Two is that there's still no autopsy from Mississippi. Where is the toxicology that would show us that he was so inebriated? And again, where are the missing parts of his throat? So is it that you all are trying to protect the investigation, or are you continuing to try to cover up for something that we all know happened?
And that's the key thing, y'all. They want us to forget about the body parts. They want us to forget about the throat. They want us to forget about the stomach, the lungs. They want us to forget about all of that. But we not. We're going to continue to talk about that. But that's the end of the video. I just wanted to hit y'all with that piece of information. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about Katie and Warren and their alleged relationship, and how Nolan was interfering with it, allegedly.
Yeah.
Do y'all think John Ledbetter got connections with the FBI, as we read earlier? Y'all make sure y'all hype this video. Make sure you subscribe. Big Kish.
Nah, shout out to Big Kush. Yeah, man, he definitely has some connections with the FBI, man. If he was in and he graduated from in Virginia with the FBI, he definitely has connections. And I'm pretty sure he has connections with Bart's people because they have money. They're probably paying people off to do such and such. They're probably like they're cutting out certain stuff in the videos and photos and cutting out stuff, and then people online are actually finding the full video when it comes out, and it does not make them look good at all for what they're trying to do. Bart and Katie, dude probably was jealous of him dating her and him playing football also. And who knows, Nolan probably was way better than Bart. He probably was better than him at football. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably was way better, but we'll never get to see Nolan really go out there and do his thing because of he's not here no more. You know, it's just it's a shitty situation because these people are supposedly supposed to help people and keep people safe and to find out the truth, and it's like they're doing everything to hide because of color, and that's what they go by. We gonna keep updating on this, man, and we're gonna keep paying attention. If y'all got any more videos or anything, y'all can send them over here or put a link in the description. Y'all can follow me at the real Levi underscore. Um, it's a go.
So they probably wouldn't even get no damn cent. Do y'all see how they do the trickery?
What we did, the credentials of the dogs, and what our specific offer was. So they knew it ahead of time.
To Marie Pereira joining us, veteran criminal defense attorney. She is also a domestic violence expert and a registered nurse to boot. Marie, thank you for being with us tonight. Here's the deal. A lot has been made that Nolan Wells' family turned down an offer to have the boat searched with cadaver dogs, which, if they had hit on the boat, would suggest a dead body had been on the boat. Here is the fly in the ointment. It's not their boat. They can't give authority or permission or privilege for anybody to get on that boat and search the boat.
What are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you? That is weird. Why are you hitting up Nolan Wells people and his lawyer or their lawyer or whatever about getting on these people boat? What the? That's kind of weird.
So
not kind of, that is weird. It's like they're not the owner of it. Why don't you go talk to the owner? Why even talk to the owner? Why not just put the pressure on them and be like, hey, we getting on your boat regardless?
The fact that Crump's team didn't call back means nothing. They were not authorized to give authority or privilege or permission for anybody to board that boat, much less a cadaver dog or a scent dog.
You nailed it. And it's not his job or anybody else's to do what the police need to be investigating.
That's because they're all in cahoots, man. I'm so sick and tired of this shit, man.
That audio and knowing all the facts, they should be investigating this like it's a homicide and stop with the he say, she say from all of those kids on the boat who are presumed innocent at this moment. But I'm seeing and hearing guilt just off the fact that they even had his phone, that part. Why did you even have his telephone? I will never get over that because even as an adult, my phone is my life. If I'm staying back doing anything, I'm staying with my phone. So they need to be investigating all of those kids, interviewing them piece by piece, one at a time. And I promise you, somebody's going to break and tell the truth here.
Now, in any criminal investigation, the first thing you do is get all the parties, all of them, and you separate them and you question them separately. You give them a waiver of their rights. Mm-hmm. They read it. They sign it, you read it out loud to them, you get all this on video, and you ask each one separately what happened before they have a chance to get together and talk. I'm not saying the friends are guilty. I'm not saying they're innocent. What I am saying is that would have been proper police procedure. For all we know, it did happen. It doesn't sound like it happened, but for all we know, it may have happened. The next thing you do is you ask them, would they willingly take a polygraph? Now, you and I, Marie Pereira, know that in a criminal case, polygraphs are not allowed into evidence unless they are stipulated, agreed to, before the polygraph is taken. It's the only way they come in.
Well, that's the end of the video. Y'all please get in the comment section. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this Bart character. Also, let me know, would you be getting your John Wick kit if anybody did this to your relatives? Because no parent should be waiting this damn long to at least get these boys together in an interrogation room, separate them, question them, and see what aligns with what. I guarantee you, if they did that, they will be snitching on somebody. But shout out to y'all that's been hyping the video, subscribing, liking, and putting your hands in to do this work. I appreciate everybody because I couldn't do it without y'all. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Big Kish signing out.
Yeah, man, shout out to Big Kish for even, bro keeping up on this shit. And I am trying to also with you guys, bro, and get my take on it too. Y'all can too in the comment section. Man, this is crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. I don't know why they haven't picked these guys up yet. Oh, we can't pick them up. They got a game coming up. It's crazy, man. They get to go home and sleep while Nolan is gone. He can't go home to his people. His people can't see him ever again. It's over. And hell, they get away with this. Who knows who they'll try to do next? Because when we seen the photo, when we finally got to see Nolan, and we seen him walking around, like he wasn't the only black kid out there. So obviously these other black kids already knew, like, okay, we not hanging around these motherfuckers. They weird as hell. They do goofy shit. Hell, they might even try to warn Nolan about them, but
That's Nolan. That's Nolan.
I wish we knew what the fight was about, what really happened in this situation right here, to get a better idea. But I wish these guys would come out and say something. These young brothers here, like, will come out and say something what happened on this situation. But got some more, got 2 more videos to check out, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment. I'm gonna see y'all next video. It's a go.